It's another day, and we've got new parts. So, Anthony, where's that intercooler?
All right. Coming in. This is the first time we're opening this thing.
Yeah, if Anthony did his job right, well, hopefully it'll fit.
Part sourcing.
She's a nice looking one. Okay.
So this is designed to be for a twin turbo with 2 turbo inlets and 1 to the throttle body. We are doing 1 turbo and 2 throttle bodies. Looks like she fits in there.
All right.
So we'll probably angle it a little bit, put a 90-degree elbow at the bottom right into the turbo, and these will go there. Maybe not angle it that much because we want to keep shorter than forward piping.
The short runs.
So, yeah.
We will have to cut these off. You'll see that coming up. So this isn't going to live here. We're going to actually have them come straight back. The actual, obviously, right now we've got the manifold off, and the manifold's going to turn 90 and come straight down. So
yeah,
we'll have to modify.
We actually may be able, just depending on the width of the intake manifolds and the elbow after that, we might just be able to put an elbow off of these.
Might be able to.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah. So we actually had to order some heavy aluminum pipe instead of tubing for the bottom here, and then go to the wastegate, the electronic E-gate.
It's not light. It's not super heavy, but it's also it's heavier than what you would want to hang off of a thin wall aluminum tubing.
Aluminum
it would definitely
is too
crack.
thin. So we ordered that. That should be here in a few days. So we're gonna get to getting this thing in position.
We got to get it mounted. So obviously it's got some tabs on it. We're gonna have to modify or not make some brackets so we can actually get the actual intercooler held in place, so that we can ultimately then start mounting and get that turbo in place. So we should be able to do both of those things today. Yeah, it actually kicks back just a little bit.
Had it the other way.
Yeah, it goes that way. So we're gonna go ahead and start that process now, and let's go ahead and get it going. So guys, we are actually done with the Ferrari build. Anthony, where you at? So I'll talk about the suspension components. We did not time-lapse this. Honestly, we have literally been working, I think yesterday we worked 20 hours, and that's not even a lie. Yeah. So we finished up at 2:30 in the morning. This car has to be on the dyno today. It has to be in California, leaving for California Saturday for the Long Beach Formula Drift. So let's talk about real quick what I did. So you can see here, the new A-arms. Not only, I talked about how he was worried about the A-arms hitting the brake calipers. Well, I found out when I was building them, there's actually a number of problems with these A-arms. One is they were basically set up for a road car, and with a road car, you do not have as much, basically as much gap here on the ball joint. So I actually had to remanufacture both the upper and lower A-arms with new ball joints to make sure that they actually did not crash into it, as well as, and I'll try to get a close-up here, I also had to do a recess on the brake caliper itself, not the caliper, I'm sorry, the A-arm itself, so that they actually cleared. So I'll zoom in here and kind of show you guys that. Hold on a second. All right, so this episode is actually going to be a kind of all collaboration together. Like I just said, we have been thrashing all night long. Last 2 nights, we have not left before midnight. But let Anthony talk to you about kind of the turbo setup here, what we've kind of come up with. It's pretty cool. Anthony, where'd you go?
Yeah, we basically have a Garrett GT42 1450, I believe. We got it clocked in here. You can't really see it very well, a little sideways. It lets us have our intercooler, 1 inlet in the bottom and the center. They're inlet for the compressor, or not the compressor, the turbine in the center as well, going to both our up pipes, or down pipes, kind of, but they're really up pipes. And then we got our wastegate in the middle, but we got a little secret thing here, which you can't see in the video, but we have a TurboSmart E-gate, and it's coming off the intake, off the compressor. Yeah,
let's talk about that just for a second. We'll go through this real quick, and then let's kind of, because that's actually that's a whole new design. And actually, the end of this video, stay tuned, because we're going to be over at the dyno and see what we can actually do. So with the headers, these were actually reversed, and then basically you had to fabricate all of the tubing to get that down to the actual turbo itself. Yeah. Everything is basically mounted, or not mounted, everything is actually fabricated here. Not much.
Yeah, we supports for these, bash bar, fans under here, all that stuff we had to do. along with the suspension. So there's a lot of work.
Yeah, and so as we said, and you'll see that here coming up, so even though we've got a blow-off valve and we've got wastegate, those really are emergencies. The concept behind this is actually to use the TurboSmart, which you can't see down below, on the basically to control the boost. Historically, when you talk about blow-off valve and wastegates, they're mechanical by design. Yeah, I got it reversed. They're mechanical by design. So they really can't monitor the system real time. So with the TurboSmart, they're gonna actually monitor the boost pressure and actually bleed it off on the cold side. What that means, yeah, that means the turbo will stay spinning constantly and it won't actually have any kind of downtime or lag in theory. So there's still some kind of like testing to do, and honestly, that's we got to get going. So we're gonna time out here, and we'll go over the dyno and see what happens.
Oh. It's rowdy. It's rowdy. You tired?
Yeah. Oh shit.
So that was some really poor videoing, editing, and filming on my part. But as you kind of saw through there, the car did get done. It did make it to Long Beach, and unfortunately it broke during qualification.
We gave him too much power.
A little too much power, as you saw in the video. Yeah, it made 1125 horse and a little over 1,000 foot-pounds of torque.
Yep.
So, yeah, so unfortunately, what we did not look at is what kind of CV joints he had, basically tying everything together, and they kind of let go. So I am working on upgrading that for him. We're really not going to record any of that. Just we've got another project for Federico, actually. This is his right here. This is a Maserati
Quadruporte.
That's what he said.
4 doors.
That's Spencer, by the way.
4
doors. So this is going to be a drift taxi. So I've actually been working on this a little bit on the side. It's kind of hard to see right here, but this was the transmission in it, and it worked with a E-gear originally, and I've modified that to be a true gated kind of shifter. That's out of a R8, and that's actually out of a Lamborghini Gallardo. Able to get everything worked up, and a little hard to see the linkage, but it is a full functioning unit at this point.
Yeah, we'll zoom in on that and show you how that all works.
I don't know if we'll zoom in.
It looks cool.
When we
It's
do
cool.
the Maserati build, so assuming we actually get a better job filming, the Maserati actually needs A-arms. It needs a lot. Obviously, it doesn't even have a window. You can see that. So, and this needs to get done pretty quick, so it can actually start making its debut. So, from me, Brian, Anthony, and that's Spencer right there. We will see you the next time. Thanks again for watching.